fuck watches it?
Anime trap house, Shiminette about to put the mask out. Anime trap house, JoJo shit, we stand out. Anime trap shit, hoes on tap in the bag, piss.
Today, we will be reading from the new Trapstament section of the Book of Anime Trap House. Attack on Titan 2.5. And yea, humble thyself, as a new prophet was found in the land. The prophet known as PJ the Swole Hole. He tooketh the sip of the trap juice and saith, yo, this shit go horde. And joined the fearsome foursome for some fellatio-driven escapades. It was on the third day of Trap's Giving that he saw Cody getting sloppy toppy from Harris Poppy Khan. Ooh. As PJ stood in awe of Cody's vinegar strokes, a fell whisper slithered into his ears. Turn your heart from it, boy. Welcome to the Anime Trap House.
I don't like the boy.
Hold on, you gonna put God of War in this shit after talking shit about it? Turn your heart from it.
Turn your heart from it, boy.
Oh, I remember that.
I hate when he says it, dude. It's it's not okay. And then there's like this one time when you're the kid and he's like, something happens and he's talking to Kratos and Kratos is like, you know what I'm gonna say, and he's like, turn your heart from it. It's like, don't. It feels worse when you say it.
You're just not, you know, dude. You're just not. You just need to do it. Just do it.
It feels not good.
Figure it out. Figure it the fuck out.
I am your host, Harris Sloppy Toppy Khan. Followed by Cody, how could you be so heartless, Chambers? Kyle, I just want to play Pokemon Ramsey. Justin, catch you on the flippity flop flory. And PJ Swolehole Pinnin. How's everybody doing today?
I just want to play Pokemon. You nailed it. Okay, what do you want?
Okay. I'm good.
We got a bunch of Firestarter people in here. Just want to put that out
In case
there
you
for
want to know.
everybody listening.
Not talking about
In case you're
Pokemon
interested.
either. I'm an arsonist.
Except for me, I picked the duck.
I picked the duck because I'm ready to fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Duck. There was enough with the duck.
Duck would have been my last.
Yeah.
Duck, man.
Yeah.
Duck's number 3. The cat's cooler than that.
Mm-hmm. I would have put him out of the Pokeball over a cliff if I got him.
That's actually absurd, dude. The duck is a pompadour and everything, dude.
I wish I could have taken all 3 of the Pokeballs and thrown them all in like a volcano because they all kind of suck.
If I was a 10-year-old kid and I got to there late and they're like, we only have the duck left, I'd be like, can you just give me an empty Pokeball? I would literally rather just run out in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Run out and
I'll just
punch
put hands.
punch a fucking Pidgey or something. I'll take whatever. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
ready, dude. I'll put hands on the first thing I see.
You can leave this fucking duck at home.
I just walk around, grab a Lechonk, and be like, "You're fucking mine now." Listen, motherfucker. You're gonna be my Pokemon, or you're gonna be bacon. That's it.
You pig.
I'll be your Pokemon. I'll fight for you, man.
I want it. I want it willingly.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got 5 people today. It's gonna be a big one. It's been a long time since we've had more than 4 people on the podcast.
I was telling people, I was like, I'm gonna have to shut up during this fucking podcast because I never shut up normally. So
that's why I'm happy I'm hosting.
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm hosting. My space is secure. Y'all have to fight for your space.
Kidding me? I wrote a second podcast. I'm gonna fucking
take over. It's dueling podcasts. It's like dueling pianos, right?
Yeah.
But Kyle's the pianist and I'm the penis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's okay. So we watch Parasyte 7-12, right?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not doing the whole who wrote it, but we did it.
We don't do that on the second episode.
We don't do it. It's been a while. I haven't hosted in a long time.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice.
You're confused right now. Is this anime?
Yeah.
What is anime? Is God of War an anime?
Kind of. Sure.
On a side note, all the noises Migi makes is performed by a female beatboxer. Can't remember her name.
Okay.
I know
There's
that.
some info.
Yeah.
That's some info.
See?
Are you
trying to host?
You mean
No.
Are you the dueling penis? Are you the other duel? Are we
Yeah.
dueling?
How many pianos we got
Bring
here?
it, boy.
Imagine there's like dueling penis and someone just shows up with a keyboard and just like lays it out and they're like,
dude.
I was about to make the same damn joke because that's fucking funny. That's so funny, the idea of someone bringing a tiny piano.
and then someone shows up with a fucking keytar and they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
no,
A
like,
tiny
what the
piano.
fuck?
It's got to be a huge piano because I'm gonna have to get real close.
There you go. Fucking what, man? But like, okay, so before we get into it, right? I'm gonna say some words to you about us. Catch us live, like whenever we want to be live. Okay, just go to twitch.tv/the Anime Trap House and follow us, and you'll get the notification whenever we decide that we're going live.
Or if you don't want to follow because you're ashamed of us, I understand. Just check it like every hour,
Yeah, or
every day.
or join the Discord, you know?
Yeah.
And then we normally send a message in there of like, hey, we're starting now.
Yeah.
Did we do
But
that
like
today?
You know, just 2
Aquino
weeks
did,
late
'cause
and on
I
a
did
Sunday.
Someone will do it, all right? Someone will do
will
it.
eventually get to it at some point.
And if you don't care about catching us live, like you could find us on any podcast service anywhere. Just like come on your keyboard and like get it sticky under the words Anime Trap House. And just slap it. Bless you.
Yeah, it's like if you
God bless
type
you, Justin.
something really
Thanks.
dumb on Google, but it's such a common thing for someone to type it and that they're like, oh, you mean this? Yeah, Cummy keyboard means this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
You
no
came on your
mistaking.
keyboard, Anime Trap House. We know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
you. If you like the stuff that we're saying, come support us over at patreon.com/Anime Trap House. Just like our Patreon producers, Purdue, Dart Slays, Diesel Tech, Girl with a Pikachu Tattoo, Moose Man, Big Happy, Gaozan, and our Patreon royalty, El Yan.
Hell yeah. Feels good
You think-
saying that again.
Yeah, right. You think he was just like sad the episodes we didn't do it?
Yeah, he's like,
And
what the
then he's
fuck?
like, when I got back.
I still can't believe that somebody's doing it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That too. Yeah,
That's wild.
that is wild.
Yeah. It's not because of me. It can't be.
Yeah.
Don't be. If you have questions for us or want to say how awful we are, then email us at ath@animetraphouse.com. And then Discord, if you want to hang out with us and a bunch of other people. We just added a pets channel.
Yep.
It's kind of cool.
I'm pretty sure we had a pets before, and then somebody in the Discord was like, well, we have so many channels now. So then I did a channel purge, and then after that, somebody's like, we should have pets. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
wait
a good
for
idea.
somebody to bitch about it.
Yeah. You know, but like just come hang out. We got a lot of channels, dude. Like the
We have a
DGen
lot of
chat.
channels.
The
We have a lot of
DGen
channels.
chat
I
gets
want
me
whoever
going, dude.
whoever's the if you're listening to this and you're not in the Discord, join it now and then say, holy fuck, there's way too many channels. Can somebody remove the pets channel? And then I'll get rid of it ASAP.
And then you can leave. You don't have to stay.
You can just fuck off. Then you can just leave. Yeah.
You don't have to stay in the server. It's fine.
Yeah,
You
just
can
dip out.
do that and then leave. The DGen chat, like the not safe for work one,
Yeah.
that's my primer for like me time. You know?
Yeah, it's gotten like
It's a
it
lot.
used to not be a lot of like super degen shit. It was like memes, you know, and like
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
swear
Memes and
words
like a little
here
bit
and
of
there.
gross shit. Like
Now it's full on like
Oh,
pussy
buddy.
shots.
Yeah.
and-
It's so good. It's
like
so
the
good.
floodgates just
I'm so
open.
happy because we just moved offices at work, so now I actually have my own office with a door.
Look
Jesus.
at it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm looking at the DGen chat and I'm reading Blue Lock because I can't wait for another episode to come out. I just gotta read it. So sorry, work.
God damn.
Like, here's an example. Me on Thanksgiving watching my family use the turkey baster that I used to shoot water up my ass. What?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah, those are still great memes. People are
Yeah.
still posting tier 1 memes, but there's also pussy shots now. And I'm like,
Oh, it's great.
all right.
Yeah.
That's what I made it for, so, you know, go crazy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Links are in the show notes.
Links are in the show
I
notes.
always get afraid at work to like check on the Discord and I'm like, oh, there's posting in the DGen chat. I'm like, I look around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
me in public. That's me anywhere not in the safety of my house. I do not. This Discord does not exist when I am outside of my apartment.
I fuck up so frequently because I don't leave the house very often, and then I like instinctively open Discord and go, "Oh no, never mind."
I can't do that with any Discords, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
I've
a lot.
noticed. So like I was the same boat as you guys, right? But I've noticed, like, working in a job where none of this really matters. It's very. I could just do this like wherever. Like it doesn't matter.
I mean, your specific job field now really doesn't matter because
Yeah, that's what I'm
someone
saying.
likely is going to have a titty out for a tattoo. Like that's
right. Yeah. So I could just have titties out on my phone whenever. I just show it.
Yeah.
I just show it to my coworkers. I'm like, look at these. Those are cool titties, huh? And they're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm
Yeah.
like, right?
Look at the artwork on them titties.
Look at them titties, dude.
Yeah, the nipples aren't the same.
Yeah. Get them. Nipple, dude. Nipples are very important.
Nipples are.
All right, let's do it so we can get back to Pokemoning, and I can get back to actually beating God of War and not saying that it's not as good as Elden Ring.
It's just crazy. Like,
I'm an Elden Ring simp, and I still think that's a little crazy.
yeah. Just to say
To be
it's
so
just,
sure of it, or
for you to strictly
Yeah.
go, oh no,
I mean,
this
look, I've
one's
only-
better.
I've
All
only
right.
seen the previous game.
Look,
and the previous game.
Are we look, Elden Ring 10 out of 10. God of
Absolutely.
War 9.9 out of 10. I get dude, the compass alone makes me want to drop it down to a 9. It never fucking works, man. I'm like, okay, take me here, and it's like go right. I go right, it's like go left. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, give me a fucking heading. Like, tell me the general direction it's in. It's like
I
go,
want to
go
call
right.
you out, but you're right. But you're right.
Just that frustrates me. I spent like an hour looking for one docking area.
I
I kept passing it.
spent tens of hours looking for shit in Elden Ring. So
yeah.
just
So
saying.
The only negative thing I could say about Elden Ring is just too much game.
It's just
Which
too much
isn't a
game,
negative-
right?
Which isn't a
Yeah, it's
negative.
just too much game. I didn't finish it. It's just too much game.
It's
Yeah,
too much.
I platinumed Elden Ring, and
I saw that. I saw
love
that,
it.
and I was like, "What a
You're
fucking
nuts,
madman,
dude.
yeah, I loved it. It's a 10
I was
out of 10.
comparing-
I'm not
I
trying
was-
to say that it's bad compared to God of War. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying
like,
that either.
yeah,
God of War,
it's
in my
crazy
opinion,
to be
a better package.
that sure of yourself.
Yeah, without beating it.
I'm literally saying point
Is
one.
pretty
just-
pretty
you're
crazy,
just-
pretty wild.
You're just
pretty
wild,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
You can
I
have your
haven't
opinion.
finished. I haven't finished God of War.
I'm about to
either
finish on
right
your
now.
fucking face, dude.
That you did. That was in the story. You finished in my mouth.
Yeah.
God, dude, pay attention.
Get to the anime, dude. We're talking about Pokemon,
Yeah,
God of War, and
fuck-
Elden
okay,
Ring.
like all right, like dope or choke, right? We're gonna do the dope or choke time, okay? Kyle,
Oh, fuck. I literally just said if someone had to ask me opinion. Fuck. I will give it a dope.
okay,
It based off that things happen, and I don't hate it.
Okay.
Not a dope is dope. I'm not
Yeah.
super enthused. You know, we had to do the whole extra weight because you guys suck. I didn't watch the 2 episodes until today, and I really didn't care to watch the 2 episodes until today. Like I could have never watched those 2 episodes. I don't care
There's-
where the story's going.
we watched 6.
No, I watched 4.
Oh, okay.
And I was saving I had still had 2 to watch for like 2 weeks is what I'm saying.
Got it.
And yeah, even now, I don't care where the story's going. It's not giving me enough to care. That's it.
Okay,
But it's
Fair.
still dope.
right. PJ,
I give it a high dope. We're coming down from dope is dope. It's slowly coming down for me. But we're also in the middle part of the show. I mean, how much do we really expect to be happening right now? They're still building on a few characters. Lady dies. I loved that. I love death. He's starting to
love
get
death.
powers. Looks cool. Him punching through that Parasyte's chest cavity and just wrecking him. Amazing. Loved it.
Dude, the Parasyte killing the Yakuza guy?
Yeah, the bodybuilder with just a smile and a wife beater on and
yeah,
just killing
dude.
the whole.
That was so sick.
That
Yeah.
shit was sick as hell.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of cool parts. I mean, we're just going through the filler, so it's not something that I'm like extremely excited about, but it's still really good. I enjoy it.
Cody.
It's high dope for me. The first 6 I liked a lot better, but yeah, I've watched the show before and I do really enjoy it, but it's like a slow build right now, you know? Because I still have questions that I want answered. It's not like, holy fuck, I have to know what happens next. A good example of this is God of War. I always wanted to know what happened next. But yeah, I mean, I still enjoy it though. His relationship with the girl is just weird. She's always like, I don't know if you're really you. I'm like, well,
You're right.
you're trying to pull his pickle constantly, so maybe stay away from him if you're feeling like that. But it's whatever. But yeah, it's still good though. I still really like it. The gore is up my alley. That's why I suggested it. You know, I always fuck with the good head spin into eating another head,
Or just
or a
knocking
good
head
knife,
off.
or a head off, or a knife head off, or a knife heart off,
Yep.
or a hand through heart off.
You
There's a
just
lot
wanna-
of good.
Or
You
rock
just
through
like
heart.
seeing, you
Rock
just
through
like
heart.
viewing people as Rubik's cubes, and you like
Yeah.
to see them just scrambled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
dude,
they're
I
human
like it.
slinkies with knives
Yeah.
attached at the end.
Yep. And also there was a point where like he stuck a pipe in a dude's chest like a straw, and then blood was
That was-
just
dude, literally like a fucking spigot. It was so fucking
yeah,
dope.
dude.
They
It
tapped
was
his keg,
gross.
his
I love
chest
it.
cavity as a keg. It was amazing.
And another scene that's really good that we probably won't mention, but when that dude throws a rock at one of the parasites and it dents
Yeah.
his head in like a newborn baby.
Yeah.
And then the girl's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
That's weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
that
I was
was
like,
good.
this is just a Family Guy meme where Britney Spears pushes the top of her baby's head in to like put the cigarette out.
yep.
It's crazy. But yeah, high dope. I still like it. I am excited to watch more because I don't remember everything about the show. I vaguely remember like what happens, but I can't remember exactly how we get there.
You even rewatch it?
Huh?
You even rewatch it?
I did. I watched it all today, actually.
Oh, look at you.
Damn.
So I don't remember any of it. Really, I'm remembering it as you guys are talking about it. So
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I'm watching it again right now. I would
called a
say,
memory.
yeah, it's gonna be a dropest droke. A little bit of everything because I don't remember, but I'll be safe and I'll say it's a dope, high dope probably. Just especially just for that, like it's insane. Like this girl, dude, she's like, I get it because she's like, man, he's kind of going through a bad boy phase, kind of into it, and then he throws a dead dog in the trash can.
Yeah.
And then she's like, but he's still kind of hot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
And it's like,
I-
whoa.
I like though how she justifies it like, man, he was looking really fucking awful that one day and then said his dad was in trouble or some shit.
Yeah.
So like she
Yeah.
still wants to figure that out. So it kind of makes sense,
Kinda
but
does.
after
I get it.
after he's like, yeah, this is just
Yeah.
a lump of meat.
Yeah,
and he
she's like,
throws
what
it-
are you doing? And he's
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? It's a lump of
Yeah.
meat. That's where lumps
a-
of meat go in the
It's
trash
a
can.
it's a meat. It's a
make
dog
me
shaped
think of-
piece
Yeah.
of meat.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bro.
I was like, fuck.
That's-
man.
That's one thing I do really like though is his change.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
Because even
Yeah,
he's
it's
trying to
natural,
figure it
that's
out. He's like,
fucking
"Fuck,
cool.
dude, am I not
Yeah.
human? Like,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
this weird?" He's even asking. He's asking his alien hand. He's like, "Is that weird, bro?" And I'm like, "You're the. What are you
Yeah.
doing?"
And then Miki's like, honestly, I've only
Honestly,
known you for a
a little
little bit,
bit
but it's a little bit
Yeah.
weird. I don't
Like,
even know.
I
I would have thrown that in the trash.
Yeah.
That's a bit much. You're pretty fucked up.
I thought it was really funny too. It kind of felt like you know that skit, the SNL skit about like the most evil skit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy makes children raping robots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It kind of feels like that where he's like, what? That's
I like
you.
it.
Well, I thought you wanted a bad boy. This is what a bad boy is,
That's the
right?
most
I
evil
put a dog
thing.
in a trash can. I understood the assignment. I'm a bad boy. I put dogs in trash cans.
Yeah. She's like, I just thought you'd take up smoking or something.
Like,
She's like,
no,
I thought you
dog in
wanted
a
a cigarette, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, don't do that."
Yeah.
Girl, yeah, I was in a bad boy phase. Oh yeah, my guy drew a bike. Oh, what do you guys do?
He threw a dead
threw a
dog in
dead dog in the trash can. Yeah. After
no.
saving it, like
Yeah.
it's just so weird.
Too bad. Too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a metaphor for politics here that I'm not brave enough to touch,
Okay.
but it's there.
I
Draw your own conclusions.
Are you saying the dog is our country?
I'm not saying anything. that doesn't need
He
to be said.
can't. He can't
Okay.
say it, Justin.
I get it. I got you.
can't.
I got you.
I don't.
I'm gonna say
I'm following.
one word. I'm gonna say one word about it. Abortion.
Okay, let's calm down.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's not. I wouldn't call it abortion. But if you're doing it, it's cool.
Look, I'm just saying that this metaphor was pretty big.
Just remember, Harris, you can't be talking about America in a bad light. All right.
Yeah,
I didn't say what side I was on. I just said the word.
Yeah, I'm a bit into a
Just
bad
said
girl
the word.
phase.
There is four whites and a brown. right now, bro.
I am on my patriot arc. Okay. America #1.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I feel like Harris has us primed, and like he's gonna knock down the screen one day, and there'll be a big fucking flag.
Yeah.
I think
next
Harris-
week Harris is gonna be like, "Yo, I can't do
Yeah.
the podcast anymore.
Yeah.
I can't. Why?" And then like you hear somebody in the background like whispering like, shh, shh, and you're like, I'm sick. I'm just sick now. I can't do it.
I don't feel good. I came down with COVID,
Yeah.
but
Forever.
but
It's long COVID.
It's a long COVID. You know
Long
what I'm
COVID.
saying?
Remember America #1. That's all. I wanna
America.
say. Is that,
If you remember
and he looks,
anything
you see him
about
look back,
me-
he's like, "Is that good? Is that good?"
That's okay. Harris, you can use me as your ventriloquist dummies. Like I will say what you can't say.
Perfect.
I'm about it.
I'm scared of what he would make you say.
No.
That's fine.
Trust.
I trust. I didn't say dope or choke, did I?
Nope.
You did.
No. What?
No, he didn't.
No.
No.
Okay, so the first time I watched this, it was a choke. It's just so slow, and there's so
It's
much
slow.
cool shit that happens,
Yeah.
but like it's so wide, like it doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like half shonen, half
Horror.
like slice of life, half horror. Like, and the horror moments don't feel horror.
Yeah, they
Like-
don't really make it feel.
There's no dread or like
Yeah.
not much
He's like
tension
walking.
either.
He's like walking through like dead students' bodies, and I'm like, this should be creepy as fuck. And he's just, it's like the music that's playing
Yeah.
is like kind of upbeat.
The music
and I'm
is
like,
so
what's going on, dude?
weird
Music
and
sucks.
bad in this show. Dude.
Half the time
Yeah.
there's no music. Like
If-
there's
if-
no music. And then
Yeah,
when there
or
is
then-
music, it's
or
bad.
the scene will cut and it's like upbeat, like dee dee dee.
It's the same fucking song every goddamn
every
time.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time the music really hit me was when Kana's like running, and she's like running from the parasite, and they're like in first person view, and the music is playing, and I was like, oh shit, is she gonna be okay? And then she was not okay, and I was like, okay, the music kind of fit in this moment, but like imagine if it was like a horror
Sound.
kind of
Yeah.
sound, like that would have worked way better here.
Yeah.
And that's what I kept like feeling like. It was like like the music just kept taking away
And
from
they
the
don't
moments.
they don't
Yep.
do a lot to make it feel like when you're walking through your fucking fellow classmates. If you had established those classmates and then you see their faces, that's horror, you know.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
just have, but if you have just generic anime mush on
Yeah.
the ground, then I don't care.
Yeah, I can't, dude. Like, and the faces in this are drawn so generic.
Yeah.
Like,
I
took
thought
me
his
way
girlfend
too
died.
long.
I thought that
Yeah.
was her. That-
Yeah, he like turned the face, and I was like, "Damn, she's dead." And he's like, "No, that's not her." I'm like, "How you know? Like,
It's a smell.
that looks like her. What are you talking about?"
He just took a whiff and he's like, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
Nope.
Yikes! This is high school.
When did this come out again?
He's also in high school.
Like early 2010s or like mid 2010s.
I think 2012.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's 2012.
It feels like the same era as Akame Got Killed.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel a little old for sure.
And like that, I think that's the problem of it. Like if I read the manga for this and then watched the anime, dude, I'd be pissed because I'm sure the manga's really good.
Yeah, because when you
The
go to look
manga's
and
like
the
in the
adaptation's
80s,
not
isn't it? Or
good.
like early 90s? Or
It was
I don't
it was
know.
old. Yeah.
But this adaptation is not good. But when I watched it on 2x speed to write the plot, I was like, this shit kind of good. You know, like when things are moving a little quicker and like
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the music as much. It's like the overall narrative is really interesting, right? Like
Yeah,
there's a
'cause,
lot of
like,
like different plot lines going on, and
I think it's slow
is
this
cool.
in this group because they're doing the whole like, oh, the parasites are trying to like get into politics to like take shit over, and they're trying not to be crazy murder bugs. But they just prolong it for so long, and when you're watching it, because I watched it at 1.8 times speed today. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. I like all this shit.
exactly. When it's faster, I'm like, this shit go hard, man. But
yeah.
like the whole Kana story plot, like just didn't.
it didn't even
Didn't
go
do it.
anywhere
It
now.
seemed like
me.
it could have been good, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just wasn't.
If she had actually like somehow fucked something up, you know,
Yeah.
or like made the entire like his situation more interesting, it
Yeah.
would have gone somewhere. But having it go fucking nowhere and not
Yeah.
having it, like, you could have literally cut that entire plot and nothing would have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think the point of that was to like illustrate that he knows he's different because he's like, I can't even cry. Like,
Yeah, but
this
he already
person will
established
cry.
she can't cry.
But he
Yeah.
didn't really, and he didn't really care about her to
did that
begin
when
with.
his
we already
mom
had,
just
we
kinda
already
like,
had a
"Don't
dead
die."
mom. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
and he couldn't cry then.
Yeah.
The whole
That's- yeah,
issue
that's- I
was
guess that's
like
fair.
with the whole Kana thing. The whole issue, like they introduced her as somebody that can sense the parasites. You're like, oh shit, like that's pretty wild. I wonder how that came about. And then they like kind of interact with each other. You know, I thought like the whole like Kana thinking he was like her Prince Charming or whatever because he could essentially smell him. I
Yeah,
thought that
like
was
her
pretty
soulmate.
cool. Could have been good if it was, you know, explained a bit more, and then they just kill her off. Which, I mean,
It felt a little soon.
it
Like I felt like we were
don't-
just diving into her, and then they're like gone.
Yep.
Yeah, well, why did they make her like out to be have like a fucking superpower with these parasites and then just like cut her? You know,
Yeah,
like
I
it
don't-
just
I don't know.
it doesn't
And
make sense.
gone.
Like it went
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah. Like,
they,
Miggy was
they never
like-
even explained why she could do it.
No, they
They're
didn't.
just like, yeah, she just
Yeah.
can. You're
Yeah.
like, what? But like,
Yeah.
why?
At first, Miggy tells Dude, he's like, yeah, you should probably stay away from that girl. And then he doesn't. And then Miggy's like, she's gonna like get herself killed, like pretty soon. And then it happens. So that was it. That was the whole line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It was just weird. I didn't really care for that
Yep.
plot all that much. Like I could see how it could be used in the future, but you're right. Like he already had the thing with his mom. Like he didn't really need this one either. But
Yep.
like I thought it was gonna sow tension between him and Mickey, and it did for like a second, where he's like, Mickey's like, don't tell her, and he's like, I'm gonna tell her, and then
I'm gonna do it.
and then he did it, and he's like, I did it, and Mickey's like, she's gonna die, and he's like, oh.
he smacked his hand against the wall for like the light.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's asleep now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He's asleep. So yeah, I don't really know. Like it like if I'm basing it on 1 time speed, it's a choke. If I'm basing it on 2 time speed, it's dope. I don't know how else to say
Three
that.
jump
times
back
speed,
to,
you're like,
uh,
fuck yeah, that's good.
3 times speed, dude, is a dope is dope. I don't know what else
Yeah.
to say. It's,
One of the
it's a
best.
good story in like an hour, you know?
Yeah.
At the time that they made this show, the manga for Parasyte was actually owned by a different studio. So they wanted to adapt that storyline but couldn't.
Dang, dude.
So there's
they
a
hit him
few
with the-
there's a lot of differences in comparison because of that one reason.
They hit him with the Fantastic Four syndrome. Mm-hmm. Fucked up.
Kind of risky
Right.
to run it and make it without being able to like reference manga.
Dude, I never
Seems weird.
understand that shit. Like, we're gonna do it, but we're not gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
then just don't
No,
do
no,
it.
listen, don't say that. You understand why. It's
Money.
money.
It's,
Yeah.
money.
The answer
It's
is
always
money.
money.
Then just don't
The
do it
answer's
though.
always money.
Yeah.
It's money.
It's more money to do it.
Like WB made more money off of not releasing Batwoman than it did by not releasing Batwoman. Then by releasing it. I lost my train of thought in the middle of it. Anyway,
alright.
plot.
Plot. Plot.
Plot.
Piggity plot.
Plot. Plot. Plot. Plot.
I just made my audio thing look like a dick. That's good, dude.
Nice.
Episode 7. Shinichi meets Jay Leno and Mr. Mime's love child.
I'm
And
already-
it's on site. I wrote it before everything happened with Jay Leno. All right, just relax. Okay?
Oh, yikes.
Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Take a breath.
Is there something that happened with
bad.
Jay Leno?
Yeah,
He's,
he
got lit on fire and shit.
yeah,
What?
his car
When?
burst into flames in his garage.
Yeah.
Was that like
Yikes.
a day
Last
ago?
It
week?
was like last
This-
week.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I wrote that and then I thought came back to look at it the other day and I was like, do I take that out? I'm leaving that in.
Put a little timestamp on that written.
I'll say my bad. It's fine.
Yep.
And then the guy that he meets, Uda, starts telling jokes and Shinichi's like, it's cool. We're good. Never mind. I thought I was gonna have to kill you, but you're good. And then we find out that Uda tried to kill himself and got scared, and then the parasite took over and knocked him into the ocean that he was trying to kill, and then like saved him by
Yeah.
extending his
Yeah.
mouth out to the water.
Literally crimson
It's kind of
chin,
cool,
dude.
man. Yeah,
Crimson
it's
Chin.
good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking good. Then Shinichi's like, we're friends now. Let's go back to the hospital because I have to watch for this parasite to come. He tells Uda his story of everything, and Uda is just crying like a bitch. So call him
Zenitsu.
Harris.
You're gonna call him a bitch when you're the Cry King?
That's why I said call him Harris. I just
Call him Harris.
Can you listen?
I didn't. I just heard the bitch and my brain went into overdrive. It was like, what? That was just my whole body, dude. I
Cody's
couldn't, like,
legally outraged.
I said just call him Harris.
You
The
can't.
parasite's like, hey, Miggy, you speak really well. And Miggy's like, I read.
I read a book.
I-
I listened to Anime Trap House and books, so I did it.
Yeah, I actually played a lot of Digimon games, so
Yeah, I just play a lot of and Uda's Parasite's like, yeah, I play a lot of video games that are like good, like God of War and Elden Ring, you know?
Yep,
Yeah.
good narratives.
So I speak like that,
Yeah.
you know? And he's like, this guy just cries all the time. He just watches sad shit and cries. And I was like, this guy's really me.
my spirit.
They got me
animal.
fucked up. Dude. I don't like being called out like that. Later at night, Miggy tells Shinichi he's able to divide his body, and he left 30% of himself inside of Shinichi's body. But like he can't communicate with it because it's like all up in his bloodstream and shit. And Shinichi's like, is that why I can't cry? Am I human? What am I?
What?
we had a six, we had a 6-episode arc on not being able to cry.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the music playing.
These tears don't fall. They don't
crash
fall.
on me.
They just don't fall.
They just don't
They just
fall.
don't.
This character, Shinichi, is just Purdue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is Purdue. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Except Purdue doesn't want to cry. He doesn't give a shit.
Well, then this
so
is
proud
PJ.
of it.
PJ said he
Yeah.
doesn't cry at shit ever either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. It'd be kind of cool. have
Wish I
some
could know what it
emotion.
feels like.
It'd
I
be
don't
pretty
know.
cool, you know.
As someone that I watched 5 hours of wrestling today and I cried. at
Jesus.
wrestling. Like,
About what?
I'm a
Harris,
problem.
I love
How?
it.
You are
I-
a fucking
I'm
menace,
legit
dude.
A problem,
I
dude.
feel
Yeah.
warm.
Ew.
You're a menace to yourself, dude.
Dude, I had to take breaks from God of War because shit would happen. I'd be like, "Fuck, dude, hold on, you got me fucked up."
Yeah, God of War had me cry. I think I cried 3 times in God of War. One of them was like,
The first 5 minutes, me and Cody just sat there in silence, like,
yeah. Dude, I had full tears running. And the worst part is Cluse was in the call with me, so I just couldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
I just had to just sit here like this with fucking
Yeah.
shit running down my face. I was like, God damn it.
yeah.
And you
it's
guys
bullshit,
see
dude.
Sandman?
No.
No.
I just watched the first 4 episodes of it yesterday, and like there was a part I was just fucking immediately was like, I was like, Doris, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I fucking.
It's not okay, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's a problem. I
It's
was
the-
watching wrestling. My mom looked over at me. She was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "It's fine."
Nothing.
And she's
Don't worry
like,
about
Why
it.
are you crying? And I'm like, "Just shut up. It's fine."
Harris, you're like really far. You've had to have seen this already.
But,
I'm not even gonna spoil nothing, but like when it looks like Kratos is about to cry
yep.
at a few
yep.
points, and you see his lip
Yep.
like tremble, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
I did. I paused it.
Yeah.
I saw that face, and I was like,
Dude, when it's just like it's just a little bit. Like whoever animated him
Yeah.
doing that,
How
you deserve
How
a fucking
funny would it have
award.
been if they like just reintroduced like 2009 Kratos, like in the middle of that scene, he punches his own face
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I was ready
Comes
for
in
it
a
the whole
portal
game.
and
Yeah.
dude.
because he's like a character now, right? But but if like that part of him resurfaces
Yeah.
and like you start hearing new metal, and he just punches his
Yeah.
face. And
Yo,
dry
Kratos
up.
is literally just, I want to kill right now.
"Yeah, yeah." There's so many times in God of War, I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it was a lot. The game's a lot. Perfect.
So yeah, crying. I think somewhere between PJ and I is probably the normal amount of humanity. Shinichi then talks to the girl. I don't remember her name now. Not Kana, the other one.
Oh, the one in the village.
Yeah. And then he says some stuff, and then she is like, "Okay, bye," and that's like the end of their thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really sad. I was really hoping that, he could have been a little nicer. She was
He
nice.
doesn't have a soul.
Yeah,
But also
he's
true.
kind of like dead inside. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm never gonna see you again."
Bye.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
He's
that
like,
was
but-
it, you know.
but-
She got
you'll come
lucky and
back,
throw it in the
right?
garbage.
And he's like, no, I'm honestly probably
No.
not going to come back. Like,
It's like, I don't know why I would.
yeah. Yeah.
I have nothing. I have nothing for you. you know?
Yeah.
Udo calls Shinichi at this point and says, "Hey, I found the parasite. Looks like your mom." And Shinichi runs fast as fuck and outruns a car.
Yeah.
It's like, "Damn, homie, you broken."
Damn, homie.
Shinichi's like, "Okay, where's the parasite?" And Miggy's like, "Hey, I'm it's time for bed."
Yeah.
Bro, listen,
I got to
I'm
get up in the
fucked
morning.
up.
I got to.
I gotta
It's
drive
late.
my kid to
Get real-
school tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I'm going
Yeah.
to bed.
Yeah, he's like, "I got a thing." And then before he goes to sleep, he turns Shinichi's arm into a blade. And he's like,
But
"Ah,
you
just
can't
do what
you can't
want."
explain that at all. Like you can't be like, oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
just a prosthetic.
Yeah,
you're just fucked.
he's basically told him "Yo, just don't interact with anyone until I wake up because you can't explain this."
Yeah.
You
go
think
to a comic convention or something. I don't know what to tell you.
you think he could be like, hey, I'm gonna turn to a dick. You fuck yourself. Bye.
Dude, that's the dream. Shinichi's mom's parasite is fucking gross, dude. It
Yeah.
opens up slits. Dude, the head animations as they unfurl is so much for me as a person. Mm-hmm. The sounds and everything. Ugh.
A lot of squelching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate body horror stuff, dude.
A lot of wet
I hate
noises,
it.
you know?
I hate
Wet
it.
squelches.
It sounds
Ugh.
great to me.
It starts fighting with Uda's chin, and then Uda gets stabbed in the heart. And I was like, damn, they just gonna do me like that, huh?
Poor
They
Uda's
just gonna
going
do
back
my
off a
character
cliff.
like that. Yeah, and
Again.
he falls off the cliff. Yeah, he's just cliffs. The parasite sent him on some shit. He's like, "Hey, go that way." And he shows up at the cliff. He's like, "I got you, bitch." Fuck, dude. We're on the same side. You're my chin. Shinichi shows up, and he starts fighting the mom's parasite. And the parasite's like, "Why is he able to dodge?" And Shinichi's like, "I am Sasuke.
I can
Uchiha.
see now.
I have opened the third Tomoe in my Sharingan."
Mm-hmm.
Shinichi jumps to kill the parasite after slitting its throat a little bit, but before he can, he sees the burned hand and shuts down for a second. and then gets fucked up. But then the mom's parasite is killed by Uda's parasite because he's like, "Ha! I knew you were going for the heart, so I watched Demon Slayer and I
Season
moved
2,
all the
yep.
organs out of the way."
I literally thought that too. I'm like, oh yeah, I
Same.
forgot he pulled. Dude,
I stood up and punched something. I was so mad. I was like, again.
Yeah. At
like,
least it
again,
makes more like it makes sense.
It makes
in
more
this.
sense this time,
Yeah.
yes. And I was like, does Inosuke have a parasite in him?
Yeah. No, the Demon Slayer writers were like, I saw this in Parasyte one time. Like,
Yeah.
Inosuke can probably do that, right?
Yeah, and they're like, but the person who did it was a human, right? And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
We can
it's
say
fine.
that. Yeah. yeah.
We can say that. It's
Most
fine. He did it.
most of them was human. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, we're fighting demons. I can't make my dude moves his organs around.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That's
Yeah.
fucking weird.
This guy
That's the whole
sleep
point.
fights.
Right.
You're gonna tell me that's weirder
If
than this?
you think Rengoku would have killed him if he knew? He's
Yeah.
like, you're a demon. How you move organs around? That's not human.
Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah. I mean,
Why is no one
Rengoku-
investigating Inosuke, dude?
True. I think he's.
They can
he's
move
a
their
parasite.
organs,
He's
but
a
yet-
plant.
Anyone pull his hair off? Is that why
It's
you wear?
madness.
Is that why he wears a boar helmet?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't want his hair pulled off.
Yep.
It's all coming together.
Yep.
Dude.
And that's why
Demon
that's why
Slayer-
the train couldn't look into his eyes because his eyes were going fucking everywhere. He had the Kyle eyes.
Dude. Demon Slayer is a Parasyte sequel.
Yep.
Shinichi then asks his dad if his mom suffered and then falls asleep. They like have this weird scene where they're wearing backpacks and standing by like a lake, and then he's like, "Hey, did mom suffer when she died?" And he's like, "No." And then Shinichi's like, "Okay." I just fucking passed
Yeah.
out. Went to sleep.
Like, I've been
He's
up
sleeping like Migi
way
now.
too long, bro.
Yeah. And then he returns back to the place where he normally resides, and Kana and Murano are both like, "It's him. I smell dick." End of episode.
I don't know the smell of that smeg.
Smack.
I wanted to
Come
rhyme.
on.
That's the only reason I
What
paused.
what are we doing?
I know that cheese
smack
smell
my dude.
anywhere.
I think I've been gone too long because I am not.
I know that cheese cologne over there.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I know that Framunda cheese. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Let's talk about how Uda's now got 2 mouths he can use. I bet you he's real good with the ladies.
Hey, yo.
He's hitting both sides. And I bet you Parasyte doesn't not mind cleaning it while he's down there, you know?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like-
dude.
He's got one
Yeah.
mouth on the tit and then one mouth on the clit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He's like
I was more
he's like the
imagining his
Kyle
face
of
becoming like a
mouths.
diaper, like
Yes.
just
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. You guys, where? No, yeah, of
where,
course.
Where are you guys?
He's
Yeah.
like, wear my mouth like a one-piece bathing suit. Right?
Exactly.
He's like,
yeah,
He's going
Oh.
full
back.
moon.
Don't call it a diaper.
all the way from crease
Yeah.
to crease, dude.
Don't do
dude,
that.
dude.
Don't,
if
don't
I
do that.
Hell yeah.
trust me,
Attaboy.
after you do it one time, if you just whisper in their ear like you want to get diapered later, they'd be in.
I'm just
I would
imagining
rather-
a mouthful of cottage cheese right now.
I would rather be like, hey baby, you want me to seagull you? And like, just like open my mouth and like, you know.
I've been gone too long. I don't know.
It's a shock. It's a shock.
we didn't, we
Oh,
didn't
it's
train
great.
for this.
It's like jumping in cold water. You know, it's like getting in the pool.
No, you'll be
Balls
This
up
is
in your
this is
throat
a
right
lot.
now.
I'm not
Yeah.
ready for the diaper talk. That was
Oh,
that's
we're
a
going
lot.
full
That's
diaper.
a lot.
Let's go, Kyle.
Never go full diaper.
Thank you, PJ.
PJ, don't jump in there with him on that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm
I
in
need
it.
a little sewer buddy always. I get lost.
Yeah.
Okay, end of episode. I get us a Naruto out of the Fairly Odd Parents.
He said I need a sewer buddy. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't want
What? You're
We're,
not
we're
gonna
going down,
love it.
dude.
Yeah.
Trying to
Gotta
skip
go
over
tandem
there,
diving.
Oh, okay.
Episode
I'll
8.
take the stink.
The pregnant lady tells a parasite to watch Shinichi. Okay. She didn't tell this parasite to kill Shinichi, right?
No.
Because later on, he's like, yeah, she told me to kill. And I was like, what? No, she didn't. And I was like, is he lying? I think he was lying.
Well, yeah, they can lie. They're going to be politicians.
Why? It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
fair.
they're literally, yeah.
Shinichi and the guy with the dope hat, this
Dude,
guy's
that
hat
hat
literally
is
says
sick.
DOF.
But why does there the F at the end?
DOPF.
Dop.
DOF.
Duff.
DOF.
Duff.
That's good. I don't know that guy's name, so his name is just Doff Hat.
Dop fat.
Dop Fat. He starts beef with Shinichi, and Shinichi's like, dude, it's not gonna happen again. Like, you about to get worked.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like this.
He literally says it's not gonna go like it did before, and just like whoops on him for a second. Murano, who's like his childhood friend, also known as Scarf Bitch, because there's Scarf Bitch and Earmuff Bitch.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how because the faces are so generic. They have to give them auxiliary identification tools. She's like, hey, Shinichi, you look different. Are you really Shinichi? She keeps doing it.
Imagine playing
gonna bring
Guess
it up
Who
again.
with like
Yeah.
the characters in this show
Miserable.
with
I need
just
to
their
see
faces.
the full body.
Yep.
Kana feels Shinichi's presence, but then sees him with Murano. This is that shit, right? This is that like slice of life shit that is miserable, and it makes it even worse because she dies.
Yeah.
You're like, I really don't care about how she feels about the situation because she's dead.
Yeah.
Shinichi's dad is drinking, and Shinichi's like, dang, dude, he's like straight alcoholic mode, and I'm not even able to cry.
Is that when his dad's like, "You a robot"?
No, wait, that's later.
Okay.
He tells him later.
That's a
He's
lot.
like, you're
dude.
like, he's like,
That
you're
was a
like
lot.
metal with nothing inside, and I was like, damn, dude, like,
Jeez, dude.
hit the sauce a little harder. Come back
Right.
around, like, come back around and like, fuck, I fucking love you, kid.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't hit him with the like the fucking Ernest Hemingway. Like, what the fuck? Shinichi's on his Daredevil shit and closes his eyes, and he's like, I could hear a voice, and then runs off and finds a dog dying in the street, and he's like, man, this dog is gonna die, so I'm just gonna hold it while it dies. And Murano's like, huh, he's pretty different, you know, but like he's kind of sweet for saving
Yeah,
the dog.
he's still the same guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
saved
okay.
a kitten. He tried to save this dog.
He saved dog. And then after the dog dies, he just throws it in the, in the
Dude,
trash.
this was
can.
so out of pocket.
yeah.
Dude,
This scene ruled. This scene ruled.
it's such a good scene.
He just threw it, and she's like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" And he's like, "Well, it's garbage. You think the garbage man's gonna be upset because there's a
She's like, "That's not what I meant."
He's like,
I don't-
he's like, I saw trash. I saw recycling. There's no puppy bag.
There's no puppy recycling. It's not gonna bring it back to life. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do? Like,
Yep.
you want a can made out of puppy skin? Like, that's fucked up. I threw it in the garbage. It go to the landfill.
It's out. It's done.
And then Murano like is like, no, that's not. Like, it's weird because he still has empathy for the garbage man, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, dang, this might fuck up the garbage man's day. He sees like a dead dog in here, right? Is that what you want me to
Is
be upset
that, should I
about?
put him in another bag in the bag?
Yeah. it's a dog. Like, don't just throw it. That's disrespectful. He's like, it's dead. It's not a dog anymore. It's a dog shaped piece of meat.
Meat.
And then like the sad music plays, and I was like, guess okay. Like you fit here. Thank you. Like,
I honestly don't even know what I do like as like a renter, you know? I'm like, I don't have land. I don't know what to do.
yeah.
You're supposed to dig a hole in the middle of the park with no
Yeah,
shovel.
well,
Put it in the
like, what am
trash
I-
can.
like, do I look like I have a gardening set on me, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Fucking fire up the Barbie boys.
Yeah. Let's put a shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp
Is
on the
that-
barbie.
It's
Is that
dog
okay?
today.
Does that feel bad? Shinichi's like, dang, like maybe I am different. And he asks Miggy. Miggy's like, I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
That shit made sense to me, what you said.
Yeah, which should probably tell him like,
Right. Like, I don't know how Shinichi wasn't just like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we used to not agree, and now we're agreeing.
It's like
Something is
it's like
different.
if someone on the podcast is like, Kyle, you got my back, right? I'm like, yeah. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, never mind.
that's like if I would have agreed with the diaper thing. Like, I would have been like,
Right. You'd have to look internally for
Yeah.
the answer on that one, you know? Like, Miggy senses another parasite and it in the school, And we find out this person's name is Hideo Shimada. And he walks up to Shinichi, and some other kid comes up and he's like, "Hey, Shinichi, is this guy bothering you?"
Dude.
And Hideo Shimada just fucking fists him right in the face, dude. Like, breaks his face in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He got one syllable out, and he's like,
Yeah.
it was too much.
He's like, "Look, we can talk later. I'm in the same class as your bitch. Gang. And he leaves. Later they talk and Shimada says, "I was sent to kill you, but I don't want to kill you because you are showing us that we don't have to kill humans to live, and you can be an ambassador for us." And Miggy's like, "Okay, fine. You say some things that make sense, but I'm leaving now." And then leaves, and then Miggy's like, I have to sleep, so we had to stop talking. And I don't want him to know that I'm sleeping because that's not good for people to know.
Yeah, Miggy's just Kyle.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Just
about.
I've been
always.
up
We skipped all those jokes in the first one. I dunked it. Nobody had to know that I'm a tired boy.
He's like, "I've been up for 6.5 minutes, dude. I need a 4-hour nap."
Sleep.
Murano approaches Shinichi, and he like mean mugs the fuck out of her because he's thinking about killing parasites. And she's like, "Fuck, never mind. I mean, I guess we won't talk then. Like, you still think about killing dogs or some shit?"
So many
Kana
points
says-
where she should be running away from him, and she's like, maybe?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
get away from him.
It's
He's a crazy
like,
person.
look,
Yeah.
it's the whole investment theory, okay? Like, she's invested a lot of time in trying to get his dick, and she's not gonna just throw that time away.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she.
I
Needs
mean,
to
she has to
recoup on
replace her
those
sheets
assets.
every fucking night.
Yeah.
Like, she needs to
just-
figure something out.
Yeah, at least get a water bed so that way you can scoop it in.
And like, everyone looks the same, so you might as well just go with someone that like you've already invested time in. He's a little psychopathic, but like he probably fucks real good. Right? So,
She needs to go find Diaper Boy and sit
You
on
think
him.
psychopaths fuck good?
Yeah.
I bet you if you're into that kind of like choking stuff,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Fair.
go
Yeah.
too deep
Yeah.
here.
But they don't stop the choking
Yeah.
part, though. They just keep going.
Just keep going.
This is your last ride.
Hey, the last one's the best one. You know, that's what I'm gonna tell you right now, dude.
Man,
Why do you
that's so
think everybody's
realistic.
like-
It's like you're gonna kill me.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Why do you think you got all the murder bitches out? You know, like bitches love murder guys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
do all have
Speaking of
like,
murder guys, dude, R.I.P. to Jason David Frank.
Dude, okay, don't talk about it. I'm not
Yeah.
ready to process that one. Okay.
It's been a rough day. You know,
Dude, and then
Wait,
Kevin Conroy a
who?
few days ago. It's a lot.
I knew Kevin
It's a lot for
Conroy.
me.
Jason
who's
David
the?
Frank, the Green Ranger.
The green white ranger from the first Power Rangers.
Oh, I never watched Power Rangers.
It's okay.
Okay. You're age.
I remember
you don't
meeting
understand.
that dude. I met that dude at a comic convention. He was like running up and down the line of people, like high fiving and shit. I was like, man, you good guy.
Listen, I just said.
I'm saying
not
it
ready to
anyway.
talk about
Okay.
it. Now he's a human-shaped piece
I
of meat.
told you that I cried at wrestling today. I was messaged that news and I was like, this can't happen right now. That's gonna go in the bank for later tonight
Yeah.
for me to process. I can't process this around people, so
I
let's
said
not
it.
talk about it.
Okay. Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
Okay.
Got me fucked up. Kana says she can sense her soulmate, but mistakes Shimada for Shinichi. She's like, "Oh, I thought you were Shinichi." She's like, "Why would you think that? Why you think that?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know." He's like, "All right, bitch, come with me for a minute." And then Shinichi shows up and he's like, "Hey, don't touch her. I might want her later."
Hey, you're
He had
hurting
a hard
her.
grip.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the music plays. Murano then sees them together, and Kana's like, "Hey, can you walk me to the train?" And then she's just on some trifling shit, you know? She's just trying to be the cock block.
Yeah.
Fucking
She's trying to
bitches,
cock block
dude.
hard, dude.
Yeah. Or what's it called when it's a woman? I forget. There's another, like, rhyming.
She's trying
thing.
to hop that turnstile.
Okay.
I don't like that.
She doesn't want to pay.
Kana tells
She's cut in
Shinichi like Kana tells Shinichi that she can like feel him, and he's like, don't follow that feeling. It will only lead you bad places. And then she's like, oh. Shinichi walks.
See, she's in like 50 Shades of Grey in her brain.
Yeah.
For real,
He's
dude.
like, she's like bad places. Ooh, and he's like,
Yeah.
no, you will die. And she's like,
Please stop.
Yeah.
from her perspective, this is the world's weirdest romantic.
Yeah,
romance
dude.
Yeah,
novel.
like it's some
That-
True Blood shit, you know, like Suki
Yeah.
is mine, and then he's like, oh fuck yeah.
See, dude, that fucking like imagine like True Blood ending. He's like, I just kill you. Like this is what I fucking meant. Like,
Yeah. I'm just going to kill you. You will die.
she's like, this is
If I catch you on the wrong street and no one is around, you're gonna die. That's it. Shinichi shows up at home. He sees his dad. His dad hits him with the, "You're like cold and metal with nothing inside."
It's a lot.
And Shinichi's like, "Damn, dude."
Yeah, he wasn't like, damn, Dad, what the fuck,
Yeah,
bro?
He just took it on the chin and was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
He's like,
You're like a metal, you're like
sure.
a robot. And he's like, yo.
Yeah. He's like as
Dad.
fucked up as his dad. Yeah.
You turn into fucking Justin. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
neat.
Later, we see Shimada morphing into another person, and then he kills a human. So he lied. You know, he's like, "I'm not killing people." Psych.
he's a
Yeah,
bad
he
guy.
likes to eat people.
Yeah. People kill people.
Yeah.
It's a cheat day, okay? You know,
It
he's
must
sitting
have
there
been
like, I'm a
Sunday.
vegetarian, but like if there's a fucking chicken nugget in front of me, I
Yeah.
don't know what am I gonna do.
Right.
Yeah, that's the end episode. It gets a Daredevil out of I Am Legend because the dog died. Episode 9. Kana senses Shimada again and runs to him, but then Dopfat starts a fight with him and then gets whooped. Okay, this part was a little confusing because Kana walks up to Shimada and then Dopfat shows up and he's like, "Yo, stay away from my bitch." And then it looks like Dopfat doesn't really care anymore and goes to the bathroom. And it looked like Shimada followed him to the bathroom and then whooped on him. Because I don't know why Dopfat would be like, "Yo, let's go fight in this bathroom."
Yeah,
That was the only place.
That's the only place. That's fair. It's like, I'm
Did
gonna
you
give a
not
fucking
fight people in the
swirly.
bathroom at school?
The only thing I fight in the bathroom is for my life.
That is a solo adventure.
This is a solo adventure.
It doesn't
Who
have to
does
be.
number 2 work for? like for real. You know?
what does number 2 work for? That's the stupidest fucking thing. Oh
Classic,
man.
It is classic.
Just
Holy shit! What'd you eat, boy?
I'm just imagining you fucking like going in and squeezing your poop, like asking that though.
Yep.
I would interrogate my shit if it could answer it though. I'd be like, what the fuck caused this? Like I need
Now is the time you have to check for Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo.
Yeah, you think
This is when
Shinichi
he
just
goes,
shits out parasites? Parasite poos?
oh man.
Little squirmies.
Yeah.
Just make me think of that like porn clip of the girl with the butthole.
No, don't.
I just want you to stop right there. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either, and I don't
want
wanna
to
know.
Does Cody? Cody closed his eyes like he was remembering it.
I,
Nope.
I'm
Don't
going
say
straight
go
to
ahead.
the cereal bowl.
No, don't tell him.
Which one was
Don't
it?
Go tell him.
It-
Stop.
It's just
Please stop.
it's just you know gaping. And you see a little
Shinichi meets Murano in the day.
No.
All right, Kyle, I'm not supporting you.
You've lost
You just
my
lost your sewer
endorsement.
buddy, dude.
There we go.
He's climbing out of the sewer right now.
on my own.
Shinichi has a flashback of meeting Murano back in the day, and she's still pretty cold towards him. And then Shimada realizes that Miggy is sleeping because he sends like murderous intent to Shinichi, and Miggy doesn't wake up. Some officials are at Shinichi's house and they're talking to his dad and show him a drawing of a parasite. Who's that? Tamura? Oh, it's the pregnant bitch. She meets with someone and they talk about the future of parasites in humans. They're like, man, they're gonna like hunt us and shit. She's like, what is in my stomach? And he's like, a human. I don't know. It was a weird conversation.
Yeah, all of it's so like I know it's meant to be, but it's so robotic. And
Yeah,
like there's
which
it's
it makes
just-
sense. They're parasites, but
right?
it's weird.
But it does not make for good dialogue.
No.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
like
make for
it's
good
like
drama.
it's like guess what's in my stomach? A human.
Yeah.
And he's like, thank you for asking me.
It's like you're like, oh, this story makes sense, and then you're like, but we have two robots just talking to each other. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This could have been done like in a on the side. You could have like we could have seen them in an alleyway in the background of a scene. It would have been fine.
Yeah. Shinichi's dad tells him that his mom is dead finally. That's it. Yuko, who's the person that's following Shimada around, sees a drawing of a parasite because her brother is one of the people that came to Shinichi's dad.
Unrelated thought. You think a cannibal's ever made like little gingerbread men cookies, but it's just people? You think
I
that'd be
would only
cool?
hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like Christmas
Out of
style?
people?
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can either incorporate it or you can make like little like bacon people shape.
I mean, it makes sense.
It makes
'Cause
sense.
It's like
I don't know.
vegans
I'm just
making.
imagining a cannibal making gingerbread cookies, cutting into the dough, and just giggling themselves.
It's like vegans making meat. You know, they want to
Yeah.
have it, but they don't want to eat the meat. Like they want to eat cookies, but
Yeah,
they'd rather
they just
have
put a
human.
little people fat into it. You know,
Yeah,
really
a little
livens up the
sprinkle.
taste.
I'm back in the sewer.
You think, hang on. Okay, hang on. Do you think if like you were to get liposuction, would they let you take the fat home?
I would hope.
And cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I got a meal to make.
Yeah.
I think they should. You should be able
You
to put it in a little
you can make
tube.
human belly bites.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I got
Isn't
some
that kind of
belly.
counterproductive?
What
Do you
belly
think it would
bite?
go directly back to your belly fat then?
Yeah.
Or would
You're
it
like, oh shit, welcome back.
What's up?
Long time
believe
no
where I
see.
went.
It's so stupid.
Like, welcome back, dude.
Oh, man.
I
Wild
don't like
out
the
there.
direction this went in, dude. No lie. This is not where I wanted it to go. My mind went to vegan cannibalism.
Yep.
And I was imagining like if veganism goes so far that it like you only eat humans.
But with consent.
True. Yeah.
Right. Like
Only if it's sucked out of you.
That's what
because in
Miki's saying.
Canada like in Canada, right, they've like legalized euthanasia to a certain extent. Like assisted euthanasia. And so it's the same thing. Like this person shows up and they're like, hey, I'm a vegan. I eat people only. But like they consent to be eaten.
They're like, we're putting Randy down in the back right now. I'm sure he'll sign a waiver. It don't matter.
It's fucking weird.
Just imagine a poor vegan on the street being like, I'm so hungry, please. Like,
Yeah. Can you spare a toenail or something? And he's like,
Don't
just sitting outside the euthanasia thing, like, hey, can you consent? Please consent.
he has like a fucking sign that just
Yeah.
says, I'll work for hands.
Yeah, so Yuko sees this drawing of a parasite and goes, dang, that's weird. Then she keeps following Shimada and sees him get his head dented in by a baseball. And then he's like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen.
It just fucking slammed.
That dude, it was such. It was like, you know that the one good scene in High Rise Invasion,
Yeah.
where dude gets a
Yep.
baseball through the head. It was
Oh,
like
that shit ruled.
Except it just like he just like blew on his thumb and it just popped back out.
Yeah.
And then she keeps following him.
Yeah,
Because that's the
like,
good
"Whoa."
idea.
like
that was crazy.
Yeah, that's basically like when Shinichi threw the dog in the dumpster. She's
Yeah.
like, not out yet. Not
Yeah.
out. I'm still in.
Right. Right. She's like, well, his head got fucked up and he's okay. So that means I could go extra hard in
Yeah,
bed.
that means he's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means when I sit on his face and I smush it, he'll be okay.
Yeah, I could like sit on his face and then like get up and you could see my like butt print in his eyeballs.
I like that a lot.
And he'll just do this and go, and then pop his shit back
And then
out.
pop it right back
What
up.
the fuck
and
is
then
that
like
from?
maybe if I sit on him, then like if he like blows it up, it could like blow up into my asshole.
He could send an eye straight in.
Yep.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Nice. Is
That's
that
what it
real?
was. Yeah. So that's when like he's like flattened and then he like has
Oh,
to
yeah,
blow,
yeah, yeah.
blow himself back
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought you were talking about like the ass print on someone's face.
No. Well,
Because I that's from something. I've seen it. I can see it very vividly in my face, but I don't know what it's from.
I don't know.
Shinichi then saves Dopfat and his gang from Shimada because they walk up on Shimada and Shimada's like, I guess I'm going to kill you all. And Shinichi's like, well, I don't want you to kill people, so I'll fight them. And Shimada leaves, and then Shinichi intimidates the leader and is like, just stop. Don't come around here.
Dude, this
With your
shit was
anger.
fucking. This shit was good.
It was
He
pretty
fucking clowned that dude. First, he was like, "You're the leader. Let
Yeah.
me talk. Let me talk to you."
good. Yeah. And then the leader tries to hit him, and he's like, if you want
Okay.
me to, dude, if you want these hands,
Yeah.
you're going to get these
Yeah.
hands. And the leader's like, nope.
He literally tried to punch him, turned around. He's like, "Well, that's
He's
it,
like,
guys.
yeah.
Let's go."
He caught the
We shouldn't
fist
be
and
here.
He was like,
Yeah.
No, man.
And everybody was
Pass.
like surprised. They're like, "Man, he's backing down." It's like, yeah,
And then-
did you just see what he did? Like,
caught it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Name me
Let's
one
end.
guy who caught a fist who didn't instantly beat the fuck out of that same guy.
Yeah.
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 Show me one.
What? You think he's going to not catch my second one? Come on.
Right.
Grow up.
Come on.
You think I'm going to get clowned in front of all of you? No.
Again? Come on.
No. I'm leaving. It's like one of my favorite comics when
This ain't
it's
no
like
game.
it's like two boxers and one of them's like Kame and then the other guy's like I quit. I'm not gonna fuck around and find out that he could actually do that. That's real.
Dude, the moment I see someone's hair move,
Yeah.
you know,
One wiggle.
yeah, one wiggle, I'd be like, I'm good.
That dude, I used to say that all the time. Like I want to know a person's name before I fight them. Like if I walk up on someone and we're fighting, I'm like, what's your name? And he's like, Victor Von Doom. Looks me dead in the eyes and says, Victor Von Doom. I'm out.
Nah,
No. No, I'm not fighting you.
No, you got Doom in your name. Bye.
Yeah. You win. I'm out. Pass. My name's Harris Khan. They're not equivalent.
I don't know. Khan's got some.
Khan's got some heft to it. It's got some heft to it for sure. It's not Doom though.
Yeah.
And it's not Von. Like if you got a Von, that's like plus
there's
3
a-
to
yeah.
intimidation.
I mean, you can put like a
Run.
Von Khan.
yeah, Harris Von Khan.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
Von
John Claude Van
Doom.
Damme at that point. What am I doing?
What about Theo Von?
Theo Von. But like
Theo
this-
Von
that's the
Doom.
other Von.
But
Like VON is what I'm looking for.
well, that is his name. His real name is like Theodore Werner von von Kavanowski or something.
It's too much.
His name is insane. Like
Yeah,
he is a
I see why
James
he
Bond
cut it
villain.
down.
Yeah,
It's too long though. I'm not intimidated by that.
Yeah.
wrong.
And
wrong.
this-
You
ski's
haven't
scary,
spent any
man.
time. You haven't spent any time training because you're just spending time saying your name over and over again.
Red Scare's
That's-
got me still. The ski scares me.
No.
Give me
I walked
one Von
into a
Doom.
Goodwill the other day. They had a shitload of skis for sale. Fucking spooked. Like, no. I said, there's communism here.
Damn socialists. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Skiing is a
Murno.
socialist sport.
It is. A
I'm gonna go put my hat back on.
Murno brings Shinichi his backpack after he ran off when they were talking, and Shinichi talks to Shimada and says, "If I see you again, I'm fucking you up." Murno says, "You're different, and I don't. Are you Shinichi?" And he's like, "Dude, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you constantly asking. I am a teenager. I am going through an existential crisis, and you saying
Yeah.
I'm not me is not helpful."
I don't like it.
Just let
I
me slick
don't
my hair
like
back
it.
and not wear glasses, okay?
Yeah.
And jump
I'm-
really high.
I'm on my Eisen arc. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
So I threw away a dog one time. Big whoop.
So go
Everybody
bring it back to
throws
life.
dogs
Yeah.
away.
Fuck. Miggy tries to cheer up Shinichi, and he's like, "Look, you are not as like much of a bitch as you used to be, and that's a good thing." That's it. That's all he says.
Yep.
Yuko follows Shimada again and watches him change his face completely, and she's like, "Oh fuck, he's one of those things."
This is like every dumb white woman in a horror film. They're like, oh no, what's downstairs? Let me go all the way down there in the dark. There's no light. Let's go. It's like, are you lost your mind? I am not a curious person at all. They'd be like, hey, there's a parasite. We don't know if alien, maybe not. They just eat people. I'd be like, I'm going home and shooting everybody in my family and then myself. We're done. We're done here.
Yeah, we're just not taking a chance.
Yep.
It's
Why
just
would
done.
I waste
I'm
my
done.
time?
Yeah.
Wouldn't wait for them to take over my body and cut my head off. No, thank you.
It's like in a horror setting, I am finding a group of people that are not white, because in a white group, I'm the first to go.
Yeah.
That's it. Law statistics says I'm the first one to go.
True.
I'm
tell you
not
what.
making it to the end.
You'd have a better chance with them. You get that phone
Yeah.
call, we're in a house together, and there's nobody else there, and there's a murderer in there. I'm going to grab the biggest knife, I'm going to kill you, then I'll kill myself, and we'll be done.
Yeah,
It's over.
that's it.
We're
It's
done
a
here.
story. So
Yeah, I'm now the serial killer.
That's why like I used to hang out with people.
I ain't waiting.
and
Peach is like, I'm not letting him have the power. Hell no. I'm killing
Try me,
everybody and then
dude.
myself, dude.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
That's
he's coming
like-
for us. It's me or him.
yeah.
Game
I'm
over,
definitely not going to
bitch.
rape you.
That's the abyss.
He might.
Like talking, right? Like if I go on a roller coaster and it gets stuck at the top, I'm jumping. I'm
Yeah.
not walking down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
there's no
waiting
way.
for it to start up again. I'm gone. It's
Gone.
over. That's it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
die. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let. I'm going to control this.
Yeah. Like you like unbuckle your thing and somebody behind you's like, hey, they said it's just gonna be like 5 minutes. Like this will be quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the fastest way down. I promise.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. Here we go.
Oh god, that movie's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Cue up the Foo Fighters.
There goes my hero.
famous last words. Cue up the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Chew up the few fighters, he said.
Few fighters, dude. I didn't. You heard me fuck up my vocal exercises in the beginning.
Few fighters.
Few
Few
fighters.
fighters,
The few
dude.
fighters.
That's actually what I'm gonna do if I like go and jump out this apartment. I'm just gonna shout at the Amazon Echo to fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it right now. They're listening.
Yeah. So then Yuko's like, yeah, I'm gonna talk to Shimada and tell him like, I know that you're a parasite. Fucking stupid.
So dumb.
End of episode. I give this a high rise out of every bad horror movie ever. Episode 10. Shinichi rushes to save Yuko from Shimada because he senses Shimada's murderous intent, and she throws paint thinner at him and jumps out of the window. Okay,
That was gangster.
I was just talking a lot of shit about her.
Uh-huh.
The survival skills in this situation, top 10. Wish she would have had that before she
Yeah.
confronted the like
Shouldn't
murderous
have followed
Yeah.
him.
alien. She's like, I'm gonna do this, and then she does it and goes, "Why did I do this?" Okay,
Yeah.
turn on the brain again. Okay, paint thinner out the fucking window.
Aim
Yeah.
for the bush.
Aim for the bush.
She got it, dude.
She got it.
She did.
She did. I was like, okay, never mind. I'm backing on her. That was legit.
Yeah.
That
Also,
was-
the paint thinner.
I would have just
The
died.
paint thinner ruled.
Oh,
yeah, that was
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
And then this part was cool, and this is the part that had me so frustrated with the rest with this episode in particular is like Shimada couldn't morph back and is just wandering the hall killing
Yeah,
people,
dude.
and I felt no tension at all. Mm-hmm. This should have been tense and horrifying as fuck,
Yeah.
You're right.
but it was just kind of like it was kind of comedic because the students were running around.
Because they
They're like,
never
"Oh,
really upped the
we got
stakes a
another
little
one.
bit.
Yeah, like it was fucking weird. I don't know. The whole school gets evacuated, but Shinichi heads back in since Murano's class hadn't been evacuated. He's like, oh, fuck. I gotta go save her before she becomes a human-shaped piece of meat. He sees a bunch of dead bodies and then screams and says he feels his heart tearing apart. And I was like, oh, damn, this is good.
This is me when I watch wrestling, dude.
Yeah, this is me fucking all up in it, man. And I'm like, fuck, this is real life, man. He then calms down like immediately and is like, okay, I gotta find Murano, right? Like, I don't have time to feel feelings. We'll deal with this later. This is where he like finds a girl with a bow in her hair and then turns her over, and I was like, damn, that's her. And then he's like, nope, not her.
Yep.
And I
Good
was
thing
like,
they said that, because I
Great thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you
Yeah, I
guys
was
say
like,
it, you're absolutely right.
yeah.
I remember seeing him like, God damn,
'Cause, like, her face,
all
like-
screened her like that.
it was like all teared up, like there was like
like
she
blood
looked
and shit.
fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, damn, dude, that is fucked up. He's like, oh, not her. I was like, well, okay, good, I guess. But like, I still feel bad for this human that like, you know. He finds Murano and two others huddled in a corner, and the two others are like, oh shit, you walked through that? Like, you must be a bad dude too. And they run off and get killed. And Shinichi's like, okay, listen.
He's like, wait, no, he's that way.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, they
The
literally
speed
just
at which
walked
they
into a
die-
fucking garbage
Yeah.
disposal.
it's like they ran into a blender. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
the speed
It was
at which
crazy.
they died was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, fuck, he's right there. And he grabs Murano and just takes off and, like, jumps out of the, like, 3 stories high building and then, like, jumps over a giant fence. And I was like, dang, dude. He's like, is he going to tell her?
Yeah, this is like the Superman stopping the truck scene. Or,
Yeah.
Or
Or,
like,
like, the
she's still, like,
Superman turning the planet around to, like, save Lois from a landslide, you know?
What?
Like, just,
did he just kick the
come on,
kick
you
the
don't
earth?
know this?
No. No.
Okay, so in the
he-
in the first Superman movie, Lois's car gets fucked up by a landslide.
Are you meaning first as in like the 70s?
Like Christopher Reeves,
Okay.
Superman movie.
Okay.
Her car gets fucked up by a landslide or a helicopter or something, and he goes, "Oh fuck, I wasn't fast enough." And he goes on the outside of the planet and like flies around it to spin it backwards, which means it spun back time.
Oh,
my-
get fucked.
Oh, get,
There's no way.
dude.
Dude,
I know what
I heard of
70s
it. I heard
Superman?
of that happening, but I
When you said it, it was so much cooler in my mind of him just kicking the ground and shifting the entire Earth slightly, so that way she just like
no,
dodges.
that's how Kratos would do it. He'd like
Yeah, he
dig
would
his
just
blades
punch
into the
it.
ground and just like yank the ground and like jump,
Yeah.
you know?
yeah.
But no, Superman just like went out of the planet and like spun around it, and then like they just played the footage in reverse, right? Like,
That's so stupid. I fucking hate that.
Be kind,
Oh.
rewind.
please go watch that clip. It's so good.
Yep, that's what it is. It's good.
Yep.
It's
I
good
think-
because we
yeah.
don't live in that world anymore.
Yeah.
it did.
I think I just watched it.
That
think we're
Superman
good.
did get Game of the Year that year. So
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like
do you
just
think
saying,
about that?
like, it was
Think about
Yeah.
that.
Guess what? God of War wasn't even out that year. So
Yep.
how do you feel now?
You got
Yeah,
lucky.
it's not even that good of a game. 9.9.
Yeah, 9.9.
9.9. Kind of dog shit,
9.9.
actually.
10's only, dude. 10's only.
10's
Yeah.
only.
Harris is like, I'm talking about 0.1. We're like, that's a big 0.1.
The police enter into the building to stop Shimada, but he's been injured, and they can't take him down. They're like, oh fuck, and Mickey's like, well, we can't go in there. Like,
Miki's like, let them handle it.
Yeah.
They can take care of it. And then 30
Yeah.
seconds later, Miki's like, oh yeah, they're gonna need bigger weapons than that.
yeah, and then
So they can't take care of it.
And then Shinichi goes to a roof
Dude.
that's like 300 meters
Yeah,
away,
dude.
dude,
and his arm goes like me after No Nut November, right? And just like massive, and he fucking fastballs a rock through Shimada's torso. I'm not even gonna say heart.
Yeah.
He was aiming for the heart.
But
He destroyed
Yeah.
his entire chest.
it's kind of like a tank shot hitting a mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
was
this was
awesome.
fucking amazing, dude. I didn't know what to do with this information. Like
was
I
cool
saw
as
that
hell.
and was like, what?
Even the detectives were like, "I fucking what?"
This is when I'm on my PJ shit. If I was a detective and I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the school right now.
What happened
For
here?
If I was a
dude?
detective, I was like, "Are we doing ballistics? What does
Yeah.
it fucking matter?"
No.
Like,
Like
We're looking
Shinichi
for-
literally, like he turned into Uncle Rico from fucking Napoleon Dynamite.
I could throw off those mountains.
like if I saw that, I'd be
should've went
like,
to
"Yeah."
state.
Like our suspect is, I don't know, Godzilla joined a baseball team. Like, what do you want?
Dude, it was insane.
Yeah.
It was so much. Shinichi's like, well, the media's got to talk about it now. And the media's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, this kid was, like, fucked up on drugs and killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, that's any time you like fucking see like big news online, and then you're like, oh, surely they're talking about it. Like, nah, no, they're not.
No.
You're like, okay,
Okay, cool. Shinichi's like, damn, dude, if they're not going to say nothing, we got to go kill these parasites. And Miggy's like, look, I don't want to kill my people. I mean, like, I would. But think about it. Like, it was such a weird thing for him to say. He's like, I'm fine killing my people, but, like, think about it. Do you want me to kill my people?
I don't know why. This was dumb because because he's like, yeah, I know you're killing my people. I don't
Right,
Like,
like,
what are you
they're-
talking
you're-
about?
What are you, yeah, like, it was such a weird thing, but, like, I feel like it was Miggy just playing mind games with him,
Yeah.
right? Like, he's like, look, I don't care. I don't have emotions, but, like, think about, like, what you're asking me to do.
Yeah. Like, why don't you kill your people that are killing
Right.
your
Because
people?
they're not trying to murder me right now, like
Right.
in this moment.
Yeah, it was such a weird conversation. I was like, I don't even know what to do with
It's like
that.
your people
I
have
feel
tried
like
to
Miggy
eat
is-
me so many times.
He's like, I've been almost killed by 5 of your people. I was killed by one of your people that took over my mom's body. I died, motherfucker. Like, you, I don't want to die again.
Your people killed my mom.
I feel like in this scene, I thought Migi was slightly becoming a little bit more human-like.
He was,
I don't
he was
know if
reading
they're
like
like-
Crime and Punishment. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, legit. Like, but why phrase it like that?
Yeah.
He was asking him to have empathy, but he was kind of like, I don't care, but like have empathy for me because I don't care.
Yeah.
What? Like, then there's like a government meeting scene that went on for way too long. And
Yeah.
basically it came down to like, if you pull out someone's hair, you'll see if they're a parasite.
Yep.
And then the stupidest thing happens. Like, the school reopens, and Shinichi and Murano are like, cool. Never brought up again. Like, hey, remember that time you like picked me up and like jumped like 100 feet off the ground and we're totally fine, and then jumped like 300 feet off the ground, and
Hey, that was a lot.
that was a lot.
Yeah.
You should at least like be in the Olympics or something. Like,
Yeah.
you don't got to tell me you're an
Can we-
alien, but like,
Can we talk about that?
you
Like,
should at
boys,
least.
you gotta find
you-
yourself someone this committed to catching the
Yeah.
dick. Because,
Yeah.
fuck,
She just
dude.
swept it under the rug. She's just like, okay, like clearly he wants the cock sleeve.
Like,
because he
fucking-
saved me. You know?
Fucking Bella figured it out in like a few pages.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, you're really cold and you don't like the sun.
Yeah.
What's
And
going
on? He's like, say it.
All right. Vampire." Meanwhile, this girl's too fucking. She's like, "I don't." He had jumped really far.
Yeah. And now, like, so like mass murder occurs in school, and he's like, yeah, it opened up like pretty quick,
Yeah. No therapy.
what?
Dude, there was like 40 kids that died.
dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, therapy
they got
times get really
blended.
low. Then it's just
How'd
less
they
of
get
a
all the
queue.
blood out?
True.
I like, like it's indicative.
Yeah, it is indicative of the U.S. education system.
Yeah, because
happens in Japan.
like it. Yeah, yeah.
They need more what's it called? Metal detectors at the.
Need more guns in those schools. That's what it is.
Yeah, I think we need to arm the children.
Yes.
Raining guns.
Yep. Yep.
Then like this part had me so fucking mad. We find out that people are pulling each other's hair out now as a greeting.
Which is the dumbest thing you could ever think of. The moment that shit wiggles, bro, you're dead.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's just gonna consume you.
Yeah,
You go,
but like
"Oh,
even
wiggle."
worse than that, like how did
Jump,
it get
bitch.
out without the thought of parasites getting out? Like people were just
Yeah.
like, "Hey, let's just grab
There's
each
a little
other's hair
superstition.
when we say hi." now."
Imagine that scene where the two kids go hi and they grab
Yeah.
each other's hair.
And one's
One
a
of the-
parasite.
The other one's head just opens up and eats the other kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part was
What do you
really
do?
fucking bad.
It was so stupid. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's like the government's like, yeah, we could tell by pulling a hair out. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, have you heard about this thing going around, this fad?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
during COVID, they're like, you can tell if somebody has COVID if they cough on you and it smells like COVID. And now everybody just grieves by coughing on each other.
coughing in
Right.
each other's nose holes.
Yes.
If they're injecting UV radiation,
Yeah.
you know,
if you
they're one
if
of
you
them.
lick the inside of someone's cheek, you can taste COVID. There you go.
Which cheek are we talking?
Yes.
Yep.
Dealer's choice. And that's the end of the episode. I gave this like what was that baseball anime? I can't remember. I give it that baseball anime
Prince
that
of
I can't
Tennis.
remember.
Bizarre
Prince of
Adventure.
Tennis. Prince of Tennis.
Prince. I give this a Prince of Tennis out of Mucha Lucha. Episode 11. Some drunk lady pulls out some guy's hair, and it goes crazy, and then he kills her about it.
Yeah, weird. Sure is crazy. Oh man, I found a parasite.
She's like, hey, I'm trying to catch some dick, and he's like, okay, but I don't really want to fuck you because I'm not human. And she's like, hey, you know, if you pull some hair out, it's a funny thing.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
literally
This
tried
weird
to
thing
leave, and
happens.
she's like, "No, I'm not. You don't get to go till I get
She's
some
like,
pole."
I'm feeling you. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to feel you some more.
Yeah. Kana then dreams of Shinichi saving her from monsters. She starts to put things together and thinks Shinichi can also be a monster. And then she grabs his hair, but it doesn't change, so she keeps it. So people know about parasites, but don't know about parasites. It's fucking stupid. I don't understand. She's like, hey, if you pull someone's
Yeah,
hair,
we
you're
saw-
a monster. What?
We saw so much skepticism over things where people were like, "Hey, it's this."
Yeah.
Like, I
understand.
don't know, man. I just feel like
Is the
It
public
is-
that gullible?
So,
Like, do you
the
think
only
if
thing I
they
can
told us
think
this,
of-
we would all just start fucking walking around grabbing hairs without
So
even
the-
questioning it?
the only reason why I can think this is okay is because, like, I think in Japan they take the government very seriously, where like 50% of people in America are like
yeah,
Government.
Government.
What the fuck?
Government.
government.
Let them come.
It's the same thing to me as like if you read a lot of urban fantasy. The explanation why there's so much fantasy in the world and nobody knows, so that way they can keep doing urban fantasy. Like the genre always hinges on people are gullible and don't want to believe it.
Yeah,
That is it.
yeah.
I hate that every time. I hate it. I'm like, there was a werewolf in the gym last week. And they're like,
You can't tell me otherwise.
and they're like, yeah, you're crazy. You're like, you're fucking crazy. What do you mean?
You're not seeing it. There's still fur on the walls in that bitch. Like, oh look. Yeah, man. I don't know. Shinichi and Migi are undecided on whether they want to tell Kana everything. Migi's like, don't tell her anything.
Yeah.
And Shinichi's like, I'm gonna tell her.
Mickey's like,
I'm
if you
gonna
tell her,
tell
I
you."
will kill her. I will kill her before the words come out of your mouth. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm still gonna I'm still gonna tell.
Mickey's like threatening him.
Yeah.
And he's like, fucking do it. Do it.
She's gonna
man.
die in
Like,
one episode anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Right, next step.
Kana mistakes Shinichi's not wanting to die her mentality as like an affection. Shinichi's like, I just don't do stupid shit and you won't die. And she's like, you want some fuck?
What
He's
is
like,
her
"No, bitch,
home life,
just
dude?
listen.
What is her home life? What
know.
happened?
She doesn't
She's
have
got
one.
daddy
Ooh,
issues.
We don't
Heard
see
her.
anyone. We don't see anyone. She lives on her own, dude. She's thirsty as fuck. He's like, no, I just don't want you to die. And she's like, you want some fuck?
Yeah.
Kana and Murano talk about Shinichi, and Murano's like, you think he's different? And Kana's like, I don't really know him. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
Told him,
She's like, if you got a problem, you could leave. Like, I'll.
Yeah, if
dude.
you don't, dude, I'll sweep up.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I'll sweep up. You leave. You leave the crumbs behind. I'll eat them.
Ew.
Oh, I love you.
And Kana leaves after the conversation is like, damn, I could get me some crumbs. A parasite in a gym uniform beats up a bunch of Yakuza.
Dude, this scene.
He's so good.
Yeah.
It was so
He
cool.
walks up to this building and he's got like the dumbest smile on. And this guy's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here? And he just takes his head and just smashes it into the wall.
Yeah.
Full Terminator.
Yeah. And then just goes off and kills a bunch of Yakuza. He like pulls a dude's head off.
He just used everyone's brains as stress balls. Like, I don't know any other way to say it.
Yeah. It was insane. He killed so many people
Yeah.
and then counted every time that he got hit. And then like leaves. And then we find out that like the government is doing an experiment or some like official people. He's like, yeah, you know, like I took on like 20 Yakuza and got like hit 3 times, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was easy.
Got hit in the head, too.
Like bullets ain't shit. Swords in my head ain't shit. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It was fine. It was a good time. It was like an experiment. I don't know. It was weird. I'm sure we'll find out more later. Shinichi and Murano go on a date, and Murano still feels like Shinichi's different, but she's like, I think I'm getting close. I think I'm getting close to the bottom of his ball sack. I'm gonna empty those motherfuckers into my body. Shinichi then has a panic attack when he sees a mom and a child interact. And I was like, dang, dude, like he's gonna have a heart attack. Like he's just having panic attacks now because he's not feeling anything. Later on, Shinichi kisses Murano and Kana sees it. And Murano watches Shinichi walk away and then keeps asking, like, are you still Shinichi? And then like sees him like old and decrepit, like from when he first came back after being killed. And then she cries.
Yeah.
She's like, dang, I'm really close to getting that dick, but like maybe he's really sick.
Is it
Right,
still that dick?
And it's just indicative of like what we want what we can't have, you know? End up with 2 backhands. Girl, you just blew your chance. Don't mean to ruin your plans.
Yeah. Only real ones out there will know what he just did.
Only real ones. dude.
Only real ones will know what he just
Only
did.
real ones.
Today I learned I'm fictitious.
Kana
We knew
asks
that, Kyle.
Kana asks Shinichi for a favor. She's just like, hey, like I just want to talk one time, and then we don't have to talk ever again. And they meet at a train station, and while they're there, Shinichi notices a bunch of parasites, and one of them is running for mayor. End of episode. Yeah, I gave this a Werewolf by Night out of God of War.
Your brain just stuck on it.
On God of War.
Yeah.
Can you just finish
Yeah.
the game?
I'm just trying to get through it, dude. But like that's how I felt, like, because okay, I was playing on Give Me No Mercy, which is the second to the hardest difficulty, and I was just getting mad because I was like drunk when I was playing yesterday, and I was like, dude, turn this shit down. I want to feel like a fucking god. And then I turned it to give me balance, and then like I beat one of those berserker bosses without taking like any damage, and I was like, this shit was too easy. Can I get one in the middle?
That's why I started up immediately on God of War. I'm like, I'm gonna be very frustrated, but I can't stand when you see something tough and then you just beat it too easily.
Yeah,
And then you're like, I'm not even having a fun time anymore.
yeah, it's tough, man. It's a difficult
Guitar
one.
Hero all over again. You play on easy, you get 5 notes for a whole song. You're like, I'm not like, I have 2 hands. I can do this. And then you bump it up one thing, and it's like, too much.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. give me a medium. You know, like episode 12. Kana dreams of Shinichi saving her again, and she's like, dude, when I get that dick. Shinichi and Migi discuss the Parasyte mayor and his goals. They're like, why would he be a mayor? Oh, so he could like give like constant food for his people and like just kind of run the world like girls. Shinichi tries to figure out how many parasites there are that are part of the mayor's team, and then meets up with Kana instead. He tells her to stay away from anyone that she senses, and Dopfat shows up, and Kana does him dirty as fuck. He like shows up, and he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you stalking this guy? And she's like, why are you stalking me?
Yeah, and I have no idea what the relationship is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
think
seemed
they
like
were
they were a
together.
thing, but like he's just always by her, and she's always by Shinichi, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think she was a simp, and then as soon as she stopped simping, he was like, "Hey, you were simping. That was really cool."
yeah.
I think that's the dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Migi threatens Shinichi not to tell Kana anything, because if you do, I'm gonna slice and dice you. This is what I was talking about earlier. I forgot it all didn't happen at the same time. Shut up. And then Kana goes out late at night and senses a random person thinking it's Shinichi, and she's like, "Oh fuck! Like, I can sense not just Shinichi, but like other parasites." But I don't know what a parasite is. Apparently,
Yeah. But not parasites, but
I can sense the
Parasites,
wiggle
but,
hairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Shinichi meets up with Kana and tells her everything while Miggy's asleep. This is where he like slaps his hand on the wall and he's like, "Okay, Miggy's asleep. This is everything."
It's really
Go
good.
to sleep. Go to
It's
sleep.
good every time. No, he's just like making sure he's not awake. He's like, okay, we're good. Okay, so listen. You're like, whoa.
You know how crazy that would be from her perspective? You just
Yeah.
smack
Yeah.
a wall.
Because
and
it's
like,
not
okay.
it's not just
He's
like a tap. He
he
fucking
smashes it.
He
smashes
bruised his
it,
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine someone brings you, they punch a tree and they say, "Okay, no one's listening." You're like, I don't know
dude. Yeah.
what the tree had to do with that.
Yep.
After Kana hears everything, she says, "Look, you don't have to lie to me if you don't want to give me dick. You can just tell me that you don't want to give me dick. It's fine. I get it. You already have a slam piece. But if what you're saying is true, I can tell the difference between you and other not yous."
Yeah. What? This
I hate that dude, this is another thing that's dumb. She knows something is like she can sense something.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
And then
what?
he's telling her that, hey, yeah, it's parasites. I have one in my hand. And she's like,
Yeah.
no. He's like,
All right.
"Dude, I don't. What else is it?
If you guys were her position, what how, do you think you're believing it? Like, what's going on? Like, give me.
I am very gullible.
Yeah.
If someone came up to me and was like, "I am a werewolf," I'd be like, "Okay."
Okay.
If someone came
absolutely.
up to me and they were like, listen, you've heard about the werewolves everywhere?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. They're like, I'm one of them, and that's why you can sense me. When you're sensing us with your weird sense power, it's werewolves. Then I'd be like, okay, probably, you're right.
I'd probably be like, oh.
But they haven't been told there's werewolves yet.
Yeah, but there was that monster that
They're
everyone-
pulling motherfucking hair out of each other. Like they
don't know
like
why.
know something is sus.
They don't know
Like,
why.
That's like playing Among Us and then being like, "Okay, I know that person's an imposter. What do I do?" what
Yeah.
is an imposter? Like, I don't understand.
The worst part is
It-
I'm such a disgusting skeptic too, so I feel like I would still be like, I don't believe you bullshit, you know.
I believe an individual person. I do not believe general consensuses about things. I don't know. I trust a person. I don't trust people. That's
I
how
don't
can
trust
say
people.
it.
I don't trust person.
I trust person.
Yeah, I don't trust my own memories. If you don't trust your own memories,
I don't trust my
can't
own
trust.
memories.
I can't trust anyone on anything.
No,
like that
but
because
I would trust someone else before I trust myself.
I'm saying
I trust you.
Dude, it
none level.
really it be your own. You know what I mean?
It do be your own.
tell
Dude, it be your own, dude.
It be your own.
I love whenever Harris says something and I just look at Cody and Cody's just like,
Sometimes, man, he'll just say shit that you're like, fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
The worst
it
part
be
is when
your own.
yeah, dude, it be your own. The worst part is when he says something and you're just mad because it's like the dumbest shit ever,
And then you're waiting, and then
But
you're like,
it-
oh, it makes sense.
but it makes sense. Yeah, like he'll say it and you're like,
concise.
God, like I know you're
Yeah.
just being a fucking piece of shit, but like what I can't say no to that. You know, I can't say you're wrong.
Cheese bagel. You're like, cheese
bagel?
Fuck.
It be your own sometimes. bro.
Be your own.
It really do be your own. Later on, the Parasyte mayor wins the election. And Shinichi's like, damn, it really do be your own.
It really be your own.
Shinichi doesn't believe Kana can actually tell the difference. He's like, I think she's stupid. And she continues to stalk Shinichi and sends out a signal that Migi notices. Migi says Kana can send out a signal. He's like, hey, look, I felt her like do some shit. And Shinichi's like, yeah, I talked to her. I know we talked about me not talking to her, but like after we talked about that, I literally went and talked to her the next time you were asleep.
And he's like, I figured.
He's
I
like,
told her
okay,
everything.
that's fine. Yeah. He's like, I wasn't actually asleep. I just like
You hit me in the wall. I am still
hit
kind
me
of
in-
upset about that.
I don't feel anything, dude. Like I don't know what to tell you.
I take the pain and I transfer it to your brain. I don't need
like that's your pain now.
Yeah.
I'm outsourcing my pain to you. Shinichi gets scared for Kana and is like, damn, dude, she could put out a signal. Like she about to get butterfucked, you know? Kana goes back to the meeting place where Shinichi told her everything and then writes her name and Shinichi's name on the wall, but like stops before she can write her full name. Aw. Shinichi's like, all right, we're gonna meet up and I'm gonna talk to her and like we're gonna get this all finally squared off. Migi, you show her that like you are a parasite and then she'll believe me and things will be okay. And then he tells her to meet at the train station, but then there's like parasites there, so he's like, hey, don't
This whole
don't come
sequence fucking blows.
here. Yeah. She goes, oh, you don't want to meet at the train station. I know where you want to meet. The place that like that we talked before.
He didn't say that
So-
at all. Like,
I'm going to grab your piece of hair and put it around my finger, and then I'm going to leave my phone, and then I'm just going to go there because
Weird.
I
Yeah.
feel you being there.
Yep.
Yeah, literally left her like
After you specifically said, please, for the love of fucking Jesus Christ, you might die. Maybe.
you
You
will might die.
You will, my
will for sure might die if you go searching for this connection.
it be your own guy.
I've been saying it this whole time. It be
I
your
don't
own.
know. I don't know how else to tell you, man.
Nobody gets it.
No one understands. You don't understand until you
It
understand.
be your own, dude.
Migi notices another parasite is where Kana is, and Shinichi is like, oh, fuck, she's going to think that's me. Kana shows up, and she's like, I knew you'd be here. Oh, fuck. It's a thing eating a person. And she runs, And this is the scene I was talking about. It's like in first person, and she's like making the turns in this like concrete building, and the music is playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And then she sees the doorway, and she sees like Dream Shinichi, and then it turns into real Shinichi, like running towards her. And then all of a sudden, there's a blade coming out of her chest. And I was like, "Oh."
Then I was like, oh, we already survived this before. Just have.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not gonna work.
That's not.
Yeah, she didn't do the Inosuke training, you know, like. So, like in my mind, she kind of deserved to die, you know, not because she did all the things wrong, but because she doesn't know how to move her heart from not where it is.
Reflexively too.
Like, yeah, like just fucking grow up.
What a dumb bitch.
Shinichi holds her while she's dying, and she's like, "I knew you would come to save me. I saw it in a dream." And he's like, "You're dead. I didn't save you."
Yeah. I'm holding you
are
right
now-
now while you're down.
You are a human piece of meat right now. And dude, but okay. Then Shinichi goes fucking sicko mode, and he's like, "Hey Miggy, handle the defense." And then he's like,
I'm getting relegated to defense now. Okay.
Miggy didn't even have time to understand what he meant. He's
Yeah.
just like, "Miggy, handle defense." Miggy's like, "What are we doing?" And Shinichi just runs up on this parasite and grabs its heart and
Dude.
grabs its heart while it's in the body.
Yeah.
Whips the body so the heart stays in place, and the body was thrown with so much force it goes through like a foot concrete wall.
Yeah.
Like a foot dense concrete wall. And I was like,
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
and he just
I like the thought
he
of
just
Miggy
squeezes
not
the
knowing what's
hands,
going
dude.
on.
Ooh. Yeah.
He's just like, you got defense, and he's like, what about the fence?
Yeah.
What am I defending?
Yeah. I'm
don't
sure
even
it's your
know-
skins. Okay, let's go.
He's like, what
He's
fence?
like, he might as well have been like Computer Blue, Darling Pickett.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And then a heart's out of a dude's chest.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, that's a heart.
That's a whole heart, bro.
So then there's a funeral for Kana, and there's officials there that are like, damn, dude, like that dude that founder's cold as fuck.
Right.
And they're like, well, his mom was also killed by one.
Like,
they're
if you were
okay.
so strong you could put your fingers into someone's chest and grab their heart, like, how would you kill people? Like, what's your choice? That?
ripping their heart
I'm
out.
I'm pretty sure my choice is just like finger into the brain, just like, you know, like
I want to go finger
Yeah.
the
That's
brain, but through the
efficient.
top of the head. Like I want to go. I want to
Yeah.
go hand
Yeah.
through entire body, but from the top down.
If I'm gonna finger someone's brain without like worrying about the externals, I'm going through the roof of the mouth. I'm just like,
I'm doing the bowling ball technique, like 2 fingers
Yeah.
in the eye and then up their nose, like that.
or
Okay.
or if you're like, I'm saying like just whatever you can do, like they're Play-Doh to you, like
Yeah.
maybe just like hug in toothpaste, you know.
I would if I'm gonna be real, if I had unlimited strength and wanted to kill someone,
Yeah.
I would grab them by the wrist and I would spin around really fast and
Oh my
throw
God.
them, but like keep the arm so their body just goes flying, so that they're like up in the air
Oh, yeah.
and know they're gonna die, like because
Yeah.
they're gonna fall. They're like, I don't know how to get down from here except gravity is gonna,
Okay.
Jesus take the wheel.
Now you're opening up a new avenue. You get a nice empty parking lot and you try to skip them as much as you can.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you're like, 1,
head-
2, 3, 4,
like
5.
head first, like hand in crotch, and then hand on like shoulder, and you're just like, yeah, and then just
No,
like
I'm
watch them
thinking.
skip.
I'm thinking just one arm, just like you got their body like this,
okay.
and you just skip.
Okay, but see, you're a big guy. I'm a small dude. Like, if there's not a human body that can fit in this, that's not a child. Like, and I'm not gonna skip a child, like unless they're like kick me in the dick. Then I
Yeah,
fuck a
then
little
they're
kid
gonna
up and
skip.
kick me in the dick.
I like the idea of
Getting the
pulling,
baki.
Yeah.
pulling their
They're
spine
they're
out.
Yep.
No,
From
they're
the
not getting
bottom.
the baki. Now, you almost got me. You almost got me talking about fingering a little kid's booty hole. You almost got me.
You were
close.
You were
You were
walking
close.
across the trap house, and you're like,
You
"Oh,
were close.
almost fell in the sewer there."
Almost fell in that sewer. That's a tart.
Kyle
You
was-
almost got me.
Kyle
Me in the
poked
ground
his-
going, "I'll get you down here.
Literally,
I'll
he
get you
fucking
down
right
here."
before he came there, he fucking slid it over, peeked his head out, and went back down.
Kyle,
Yo,
his head came up above the sewage, and he was just staring up at
He's like,
Harris.
"Oh, he's
and
coming!
like,
He's coming!
he was just like this.
No.
We all float down here."
Yeah, dude. Kyle's a shit Pennywise. we all drink
yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
Hey, it really be your own story. I don't know what else to tell you,
I
dude.
fucking hate you.
Shinichi starts to feel responsible for Kana's death, and Dopfat appears, and he's like, why didn't you fucking protect her? Like, you whooped my ass. You could have beat my whole gang. Why didn't you protect her? Are you not even fucking human? You're not even going to cry? You fucking piece of shit. And Shinichi goes like,
He
infinite.
duffs him, bro.
He fucking punches him so hard in the face, he goes flying. And he's like, yeah, I'm not fucking human. Okay?
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
And then Dophat's just fucking kneeling down on the ground, bloody, and he's just like,
But just,
Hey, it's
"Oh, I
pouring,
fucking be
bro.
your own."
he can't.
That's it.
It be others, you know. He's like Shinichi's like yelling, and he can't even hear anything because he's just like, you know that like sound when you get hit too hard.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like it's like a buzzing.
Yep.
He's just like I think he's talking. I'm just bleeding everywhere now. Shinichi goes to a forest and is like, dude, I really can't cry. Like this is. I don't think I'm human anymore for real. And then like just starts smashing his head in a tree.
Yeah. He
And
needs to
Miggy's like,
fucking
"Hey."
go to Detroit
He's a Nosuke, and I don't
What?
get why Detroit.
because the game Detroit
Go,
Become Human.
Right. Nice. Nice. Yeah.
I thought he was going barbarian. I thought he was.
I
Gonna
said,
put us in a
why
cave.
Detroit? Like, I was saying at the same time as Kyle, but then I saw you smile, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I'm dumb.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. You fell into his trap card, dude.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Miggy stops Shinichi from bashing his head into the tree. He's like, look, stop. You're going to die. And he's like, well, at least my blood's red. So I'm not
I got
not
that.
human.
At least I'm kind of
Yeah.
human. The blood's red, even though every time
Yeah.
we kill one of these things, their blood's red too.
Right. It's like that one Caddyshack meme, right? Like, like my secondary hoe just got killed in front of me. My mom died and then killed me. But hey, at least I'm bleeding red, so I got
Yeah.
that going for me, right?
Yeah, I remember that now. It's
That's
like
an old one, dude.
It's an old one. It's like episode 18. He'll be like, I still cast a shadow. I still.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He just like
I blink
He's
my
like, my
eyes
head-
one eye at a time, just like everybody
my
else
head
does.
only splits like in 3 ways, so like
Yeah.
I'm still okay.
I still have one butthole. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the end of the episode. I give this episode like that bitch is stupid as fuck out of Doff Hat got doffed. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't want to do the rating right now for that because this episode was good, but also really bad. You know, like
Yeah, that's how I feel about every episode.
yeah,
Not everyone. This was just it was just slow.
No, okay, but like okay, even in the like speedball episode where he throws a rock through the motherfucker's chest, it's like, dude, that was awesome. But then right after that, the whole hair thing happened. And you're
Yeah.
like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
and we also
is
already
happening,
had the
dude?
school just get fucking like you
Yeah, it
reiterated
just happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There is
So,
dumb
like,
shit that happened.
There's like it's like a lot of cool shit and then like a lot of dumb shit. That
Yeah, it's
happens,
kind of like listen to podcasts
Yeah.
because you know I'm
Yeah.
around, and then there's you guys.
yeah, it's like talking about turning a person into like a human diaper, and then like it
Yeah.
do be your own sometimes.
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like
It's like
I don't
saying
know.
one thing that's funny and then just to continue saying that same exact thing to make it even funnier.
It's called a callback. Okay,
Yeah.
understand humor.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was.
No.
Yeah. You need to fucking go to Detroit and become humor.
Yeah, dude. become humor.
This is Detroit become humor.
You gotta go fucking Springfield, become Homer. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
Yeah.
Kind of hate that. This is fucking stupid. Springfield become Simpsons.
Become homie.
Become Simpson. Become homie, dude. All right, and that's it. We did it. Yeah. It's been a while since I hosted. I don't like
You
reading.
said this
minute.
already.
I don't like reading.
Are you at the top of the?
Yeah, did you start over? Like,
No, I just
slid the
Today we're
typewriter
doing-
over.
I just scrolled all the way back up to the top. We're gonna do it again. Take 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Take 2.
Hey guys, it's been a while since I've hosted. Welcome to
I
the
don't like
podcast.
reading.
It's Thursday at 5 p.m. ish.
I just wanted to say I hate reading. As someone that always says read a book, I don't enjoy reading myself, motherfucker. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay,
Yeah, you
that's
do.
it. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm lying.
You got me.
You fucking did it.
Shout out speedballs to the chest.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out body horror.
Smelling cheese. Shout out.
Oh, from Monday.
Diapers.
Shout out. It be your own.
Diapers.
Shout out being
Shout out.
your
It do be your own.
own. Shout out
dude.
it do be your own, dude.
Shout out Edward Knife Hand.
Shout out it being Thursday today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Thursday.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Soft
Looking forward
spots.
to the weekend. Yep.
Especially
Shout
since we're
out.
gonna have to crunch. Oh wait, there's Thanksgiving. What are we doing?
Yeah. So next Thursday
Shout
we
out-
can't do it either.
Shout out. Not knowing
Shout
what we're
out.
gonna do.
We'll figure it out probably on Wednesday. You know, we'll
Yeah.
figure
Yeah.
shit out the day
Shout
before,
out.
baby.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Fucking on your mom, I pull it out and hit her with the bankai. Oh, they watch shake the night, built like Bon, I can't die. Suki on me, live your past, bitch, look in my eye. Lock the door, drop your pants, you'll never see the light.